Palmer Luckey is not your typical defense contractor. He is a millennial billionaire. He made his fortune not from steel or gunpowder, but from virtual reality. At an age when most are just starting their careers, he sold Oculus to Facebook for over $2 billion. He was a tech wunderkind, a prodigy from Silicon Valley. But Luckey has traded virtual worlds for the harsh realities of the modern battlefield. Today, he is building a new kind of army, an army of artificial intelligence, autonomous drones, networked sensors. This is the story of how one of America's youngest billionaires is forging the future of its defense. His vision is both radical and controversial. He believes the United States is falling behind. He sees a future where wars are won not by the side with the most soldiers, but by the side with the smartest machines. He argues the traditional defense industry is too slow, too bureaucratic, too expensive. Adversaries like China and Russia are advancing rapidly. Luckey's mission is to disrupt this old guard, to bring Silicon Valley speed to the front lines, a military that is faster, leaner, more lethal. This journey has placed him at the center of a monumental shift in global power. We are on the cusp of a new era of conflict, where algorithms can make life-or-death decisions in fractions of a second. Before he was building weapons of the future, Palmer Luckey was building worlds that didn't exist. A homeschooled kid in Long Beach, tinkering in his parents' garage. He was obsessed with virtual reality, collecting old headsets, dreaming of immersion. By his teens, he built a prototype, the Oculus Rift. It changed the tech landscape. Mark Zuckerberg and the world took notice. Facebook bought Oculus in 2014 in a deal topping $2 billion. Luckey was catapulted into tech celebrity, but the spotlight turned turbulent. He was embroiled in political controversy and left Facebook in 2017. Many would stop. Luckey did not. He started a new chapter, defending the real world. His exit stoked a personal conviction about patriotism. He saw a gap between Silicon Valley talent and the Defense Department. In 2017, he co-founded Anduril Industries, named after a symbolic sword meant to forge a new weapon for the West. He recruited top engineers from SpaceX, Palantir, Oculus, bringing disparate talent together. Their mission: build next-gen military tech with AI at its core. He became an arms maker of code and silicon. Anduril would take software-first principles into defense: agility, speed, iterative testing. They would move faster than legacy contractors, shipping capability in months, not years. This ideological pivot marked the start of a controversial, consequential experiment. Anduril is not in a high-security government compound. Its headquarters are in Southern California. It looks every bit the part of a modern tech startup. Inside, they aren't building the next viral app. They're building the future of American military power. Legacy contractors move slowly with decade-long contracts. Anduril operates like a fast-moving software company. They build finished services and sell outcomes, not just hardware. Their core philosophy: a central AI software platform called Lattice. Lattice is the brain that connects all hardware, an open operating system for defense. A software-first approach separates them from legacy competitors. Sensor, an Anduril-made drone. Sensor, a legacy radar. Sensor, a third-party camera. All fused into a single three-dimensional view of the battlefield, presented to human operators in real time. They sell persistent surveillance over a stretch of border or a military base. They use their own capital, maintain systems, and push software updates constantly. New threat? Write code, push updates across the network in days or weeks, not years. Software first gives a decisive edge over legacy procurement. Not just gadgets, but an intelligent, ever-evolving defense ecosystem. Selling the US and allies a decisive information advantage, an AI that never sleeps, never tires, and sees far beyond any human soldier. To understand Anduril's impact, look at the machines it builds. One flagship product, the Sentry Tower. These are not simple camera poles. They're autonomous surveillance systems with radar, HD cameras, and onboard AI. Radar, high-definition cameras. Edge computing for onboard AI processing, deployed along the border, scanning the landscape constantly. Lattice analyzes sensor data to detect and classify objects of interest. It identifies people, vehicles, even small drones, and classifies friend or potential foe. Then it presents that data to a human operator in real time. When a Sentry Tower detects a threat, it can trigger a ghost drone launch. The Ghost, a small, quiet, autonomous VTOL used for close inspection. Controlled from a simple tablet, integrated with Lattice to stream live video and deliver situational awareness. Drones operate in teams, coordinating searches and tracking targets with computer vision. They can track targets automatically and feed live intel to soldiers, providing critical situational awareness from a safe distance. Anduril's arsenal also includes counter-drone capabilities. The Anvil is a small, high-speed interceptor designed to neutralize hostile drones. Using onboard sensors and AI, it locks on and collides with the target, taking it out of the sky. A robotic falcon defending against robotic intruders, the Sentry, the Ghost, the Anvil, all nodes in a single intelligent network commanded by Lattice. Breaking into the closed world of defense contracting is notoriously difficult. The industry is dominated by giants with decades-long relationships. So how did a young tech founder with no prior defense experience convince the US government to trust him with national security? The answer: speed, performance, and a different business approach. They showed performance, real telemetry, and live results. A show-don't-tell demo. Sentry detects an intruder, Ghost follows, built credibility in the field. Rather than wait for requirements in PowerPoints, Anduril built the solution and proved it worked. Officials could see results, fast deployment, and tangible outcomes. That ground-level trust translated into formal contracts and deployments. The government's trust shows up in contracts. Anduril won deals with the Department of Homeland Security for border surveillance. Multiple military branches, including special operations, adopted Anduril systems. These are large-scale deployments, not experiments, but real operational systems in the field. The Pentagon bets on rapid software-driven innovation to keep an edge. Anduril delivers advanced capability quickly. It is fast, aligned with defense goals, and unapologetically on their side. That speed and alignment turned prototypes into trusted tools in months. The technology Lucky builds does more than add tools. It changes how wars are fought. Pervasive AI-powered surveillance creates a battlefield that is transparent and ruthlessly efficient. It lifts the fog of war, giving commanders a god's-eye view. Commanders can see and understand the environment with unprecedented clarity. Troops on the ground face constant overwatch, less chance of surprise, fewer ambushes. Dangerous reconnaissance becomes a job for machines, keeping humans out of harm's way. The future soldier may be less a frontline fighter and more an operator, human on the loop. Humans make final critical decisions, but machines handle detection, tracking, and recommendations. Warfare accelerates to machine time. Algorithms detect, identify, and recommend actions in milliseconds. That speed compresses the window for human judgment. It raises complex ethical questions about autonomy in lethal decision-making. Even with a human in the loop, milliseconds matter, and mistakes could be catastrophic. The proliferation of this tech triggers a global arms race. A software glitch or an adversarial algorithm could have devastating consequences. The consequences would be real and immediate. Guardrails lag behind innovation. Policy and ethics must catch up as the tech races ahead. Lucky finds himself at the intersection of technology, policy, and the future of warfare. Palmer Luckey has maneuvered from VR wonderkind to a consequential figure in modern defense. He is not just a CEO, he is an architect of America's emerging AI army. Anduril broke the mold of the military-industrial complex with a Silicon Valley mindset. Fast, agile, software first. He has delivered autonomous drones, intelligent sensors, powerful AI working in concert. Data becomes ammunition, algorithms become the high ground. Networked warfare shifts the balance toward those who can process and act on information fastest. This future is already here, systems deployed on the southern border and undisclosed sites overseas. Rapid growth and major government contracts signal broad institutional buy-in. Lucky has sold Washington on a vision of a smarter, faster, more technologically advanced military. Yet the era of algorithmic warfare is fraught with peril. As we delegate surveillance, tracking, and engagement to machines, accountability and safety must follow. Policymakers, engineers, and commanders must define the guardrails for these systems now. This is not just about technology. It is about the institutions that will wield it. The AI army he builds is a monumental gamble, a bet that American innovation can secure an advantage. As we stand at the dawn of this new age, one thing is clear. The virtual worlds Lucky once imagined are nothing compared to the real-world future he is now fighting to build.